afternoon, folks. Joe Baker back with you, going over the daily market action as well as the intraday levels. We fell about 3 points shy of our target today, about 3.25 points. I apologize for that, but we did have a pivot at 45, and we didn't take it out. I think we hit 44.75, so it did have the pivot. Again, my apologies. Market just didn't want to give us the upside target. So at any rate, my apologies for that. What we have here again is probably one of the ugliest charts I've ever seen. If you look at this, this is unbelievable as far as what a chart looks like. You've got this massive price rejection, this small little indecision candle, this massive clearing candle. Again, then we have this same thing but upside down. So let's turn this chart upside down. You can see this candle here with all this price rejection here. We bounce up. We get the news that the Fed's going to bail out Fannie and Freddie. We don't take out this high. We roll back down. We come back down. We do somewhat of a successful retest to this low. We come back up here. We give it up, and we close roughly where we opened. So, you know, wow, is it a lack of conviction? And you get nervous with these type of patterns because you just don't know if this market's going to just decide to just give it up or, you know, drive us crazy and go sideways. So nevertheless, it still can be traded and can traded very successfully. The levels are there. They are holding on an intraday basis. The signs are there. Everything's there for the market to be tradable. What we're looking for is 1216. This is this lower parallel to hold. Now, if this holds, you know, we can get back up to this area here, this 1240 area, 1245 that we went to today. Again, we can go up to 1253, okay, and still be within the range. Okay, still be within this trading range around the 1253 area. I do expect to continue to, you know, to make lower highs, but look at the size of the channel we're in. We're from 1300 down to 1216, so you know, this is an awful big channel. So you know, you do have to be careful, and you do have to put your stops very tight because this market, I mean, as we saw in the afternoon, market ran up 10 points, came down 10 points in just a few minutes. I think it was actually more, it was like 12. So you just have to be very, very careful with all this movement. As we see, the market's very jittery. The littlest bit of news, and everyone hits the sell button. So just be careful. You know, trade less size, manage your trades, and we'll go to the weekly here in one moment. Okay, here's the weekly chart, and I wanted to show you this. Let me just kind of open this up a little bit here. We can see it a little bit better. I had mentioned that when you put this on the weekly, we are staying in this downtrending channel. 56 area is kind of the upper level. If we're going to continue to hold this area, we got to stay below 56, 53 on the daily, 56 on the weekly. Okay, so very, 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 very close numbers. 39.50 is a kind of a key area because you see we had the close of this week at 39.50. We had a weekly close on this week at 40. We had a weekly open at 41 here. We have taken this area out. All right, and what would constitute a continuous selling, okay, would be to take out this 16 level, like I'd mentioned on the other day on the daily chart. That you take out this 16, that means we've failed to make a higher high, and we've actually taken out and done a lower low. Again, that's how you define trend. So the trend would be down on a weekly and be continuing to come down. Again, this area here, this 1200 area, this retest, if we retest this, we could get a bounce. If we take it out, you know what's going to happen. This market's going to drain. It's going to be like pulling the plug. So be very, very careful. And let's get to the dailies. Okay, here's our moneymaker, our daily intraday charts, our levels. We are line in the sand, 1234.50, looking for a breakout at 1237.50. We have a level, a pivot at 1241, 1245, 1249, target 1251.50 with a possible extension 53.50. To the downside, 30.50. Underneath 34.50, I'm looking for 30.50, 26.75, 23.50, 18, and 12, and extension down to 07.75. You have to remember now, under this level, this 34.50, this was that weekly sell I had told you. I think it was last week's weekly sell number. So you have to understand, if we stay under this 34.50, it's obviously under the 39.50 that we have currently on those bar closes. So again, we're looking for lower levels next week. So this is kind of a key area, this 34 area up to this, let's just say 39.41 area. This is a key area. Okay, we need to get a close above this on a weekly, in other words by Friday, or bets are off as far as next week's goes, because we'll be continuing to make some lower lows. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Again, if you'd like to get these emailed to you, just go to my blog. Just say sign up for our weekly newsletter. I'm going to be adding the Dow levels and the NASDAQ levels and the Russell levels, all for you in the same format in the newsletter. And also adding some more commentary as time progresses. Okay, guys, be careful, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.